Ray Calder hadn't touched a case in 12 years. His golf swing was stiff, his coffee lukewarm, and his days quiet. But Glenn's offhand comment, Penelope's toy dog went missing, diamond collar and all, lodged itself in Ray's mind like a splinter. Diamond collar? Ray repeated it later that night, staring at the ceiling. Ray didn't ask for details. He didn't need to. His mind had already begun its quiet ritual, mapping timelines, tracing emotional logic. He remembered Penelope from a charity gala years ago, elegant, reserved, the kind who'd never lose a dog without losing sleep. He drove by her house the next morning, just once, just to see. The gate was open. The yard, quiet. A single chew toy sat near the bushes, untouched. Ray parked 2 blocks away and walked back. He didn't knock. He just stood at the edge of the sidewalk, watching. "You're Ray Calder, aren't you?" Penelope's voice startled him. "Glenn said you might come." Inside, the house smelled like lavender and loss. Penelope poured tea, hands trembling. She spoke in fragments. "Benny was in the yard. I was inside. It was late. I didn't hear anything. Ray asked about neighbors, visitors, anyone who'd seen Benny last. Tasha was here that night. My niece. She left early. Ray walked the yard alone. He found a patch of disturbed soil near the fence, and something else. Tiny, shriveled pieces of meat. Ants swarmed them. Hot dogs. Ray knelt, inspecting the trail. It led toward the alley. Toward nowhere. But Ray knew better. Someone lured him, he whispered. Someone knew he'd follow. Ray returned the next day. Penelope had printed a list of guests from the week Benny vanished. Ray scanned it, circling names. One stood out, Tasha. She'd visited twice that week. Left early both times. She's been distant lately, Penelope said. New boyfriend. I haven't met him. Ray visited the neighbors. Most hadn't seen anything. One recalled hearing a soft bark late at night. Another mentioned a man loitering near the alley days before. Ray asked for descriptions. Young, hoodie, limped a little. Tossed something into the yard. Ray's mind returned to the hot dog pieces. Ray drove to the pawn shop 3 blocks from the alley. He asked about a diamond-studded collar. The clerk laughed. You mean the one with tiny bones etched into the silver? He said. Ray nodded. Came in 2 weeks ago, the clerk continued. No diamonds on it, just the collar. Guy looked strung out. Paid in cash. Ray leaned in. Did he sell anything else? The clerk hesitated. Not to us. But he mentioned a dealer on 5th. Said he had loose stones from a broken brooch. Ray asked for the security footage. The footage was grainy, but Ray saw him, hoodie, limp, nervous. Rico paused before handing over the collar, looked around, then left quickly. Ray printed the frame and showed it to Penelope. She stared. That's Rico. Tasha's boyfriend, Ray's voice was low. He came for the collar. But he had to take Benny to get it off without being seen. Penelope nodded slowly. Yes, that collar requires a special key to unlock. Ray found Tasha at a coffee shop. She looked tired, guarded. He showed her the photo. He said Benny ran off, she whispered, but I saw him with Frank's. He tossed them into the yard. I didn't think. Ray leaned in. Where is he now? She hesitated. Skid Row. Near the river, Ray stood. Then that's where I go next. Skid Row was loud, restless. Ray moved slowly, asking questions. Most ignored him. One man pointed toward a tent near the river. Guy with a limp? Rico? He's been gone a few days. Ray scanned the area. A torn hoodie hung from a fence. Nearby, a trail of wrappers. Hot dogs. Ray followed the wrappers to the river's edge. He found a soggy blanket, a broken leash, And a collar tag, Benny. No diamonds, just the name. He called animal control. Any recent rescues from this area? The officer paused. Small dog. Wet. Shivering. We took him in last week, Ray exhaled. Ray found Rico 2 blocks from the river, sitting on a crate, eyes glazed. He approached slowly. You remember Benny? Rico blinked. Little dog. Diamond collar. Ray nodded. You tossed Franks into the yard. Rico looked away. Didn't mean to hurt him. To be continued. Ray sat beside him. Why take him? Rico shrugged. Needed cash. Saw the collar. Thought it'd be quick. Ray held up the tag. He's alive. Found near the river, Rico's eyes widened. I thought he drowned. Ray stood. You didn't check. Ray returned to Penelope with Rico's confession. She listened, silent. He didn't mean to hurt Benny, Ray said. But he didn't care enough to stop. Penelope nodded. Tasha's been distant. I think she knew. Ray paused. She did. But she didn't act. Ray met Tasha again. She looked tired, guilt heavy in her voice. I didn't think he'd hurt Benny. I thought it was just talk. Ray handed her the collar tag. He's alive. But this was avoidable. Tasha nodded. I'll make it right. Ray didn't respond. He just walked away. Ray drove to the shelter. The officer led him to a quiet room. Benny sat curled in a blanket, eyes tired but alert. Ray knelt. Hey, little guy. Benny sniffed, then nudged Ray's hand. We found him near the river, the officer said. No collar. But he came right to us, shivering but trusting. Ray nodded. That's all I needed. Ray returned to Penelope's house. She opened the door, saw Benny, and collapsed into tears. I thought he was gone. Ray handed her the collar tag. The rest of it's out there, the collar, the diamonds. I know where to look. She hugged Benny, then Ray. Why did you do this? Ray looked at the yard. Because someone had to. Ray sat on his porch that evening, collar tag in hand. Glenn arrived with 2 coffees. You solved it? Ray nodded. Wasn't about the diamonds. Glenn smiled. You're back. Ray shook his head. Just visited. That's enough. He placed the tag on the table. Some things deserve closure. Ray returned to the pawn shop. That collar, do you still have it? The clerk nodded, reaching beneath the counter. Didn't move it. Felt like it belonged to someone who'd come back. He placed the collar on the counter. Ray picked it up slowly. The silver was bare. Etched bones. No diamonds. Rico split it, Ray said quietly. But not clean. The boutique was tucked between a record store and a locksmith. Inside, velvet collars and antique brooches lined the walls. Ray showed the photo. This one, diamond-studded. Tiny bones. The owner leaned in. Those stones. I bought them last week. Came loose, but the cuts matched. Didn't feel right to sell. Ray exhaled. They were stolen. The owner looked down. I figured. Ray returned the collar to Penelope. She held it like a relic. It's heavier than I remember. Ray smiled. Truth usually is. She placed it gently around Benny's neck. He wagged once, then curled into her lap. Ray stood to leave. You've got him back. That's what matters. Tasha visited Penelope the next day. No words at first, just silence, then tears. I should have said something. Penelope nodded. You should have. They sat together, Benny between them. No forgiveness yet, but something softer. Ray watched from his car. Restoration, he whispered. One piece at a time. Ray filed a quiet report. No charges, just a record. A restoration of truth. He mailed Penelope a copy. "Closure," he wrote. That night, he sat on his porch again. Benny's tag beside his coffee. Glenn arrived. "Another case?" Ray smiled faintly. "Just a visit." "That's all." Ray boxed the case notes. No fanfare, just a folder labeled the collar case. He placed it beside others: the button nest, the missing spoon, the quiet window. Each one a quiet return. He poured coffee, sat on the porch, and let the silence settle. "Not back," he said aloud. "Just not done." Ray visited the shelter one last time, not for Benny, but for the officer who'd helped. "Thanks for what you do, for the ones who get lost," Ray said. The officer smiled. "Glad he made it back." Ray nodded. "Some dogs remember." "Some detectives do, too." He left a donation envelope. No name, just a note. "For the ones who return." Ray walked the alley again. The ants were gone. The Franks dissolved. But the soil still held a faint mark, where Benny had stood. He knelt, pressed a hand to the earth. "You followed the wrong trail," he whispered. "But you kept walking." He stood, brushing off dust. "So did I." Glenn invited Ray to golf. Ray declined. "Too many clues in the grass," he joked. Instead, he visited the boutique. The owner had framed the collar's receipt. "A reminder," she said, "that some things aren't meant to be sold." Ray smiled. Or forgotten. Penelope sent Ray a photo. Benny curled beside a fireplace, collar gleaming. The caption read, "He sleeps better now." Ray printed it, placed it in his case folder. Beneath it, he wrote, "Restoration isn't loud. It's quiet. Like a dog returning home." Ray sat on his porch, folder closed, coffee warm. The wind rustled the trees. No calls, no cases, just silence. He looked at the case file one last time. "Benny," he said aloud, "you were never just a dog." He placed the file in the drawer. "You were the clue that mattered." To be continued.